Creativity is an addiction. Unplugged because we will always say yes to creativity. Totally uncut because we all make mistakes. So turn it into a tool. This is Arroe Unplugged. We have become this generation where the beginning of a new week can actually be somebody's end of the week. Your Monday is my Saturday. What triggers you might have no reaction to my emotions. This is why it is so important to break out in physical, face-to-face conversation versus, let's just send me a text. Tapping words onto that tiny screen actually started in the late 1980s. It's good and bad, especially when it comes to dealing with subjects that we don't really want to talk about. Research continues to show that we talk more today because of texting and because of video conferencing than any other time in history. Yet, we barely know each other or anything about each other. That's one of my triggers. Seeing you on a Thursday isn't a brand new beginning, but it's a blank. Now you have to fill it in, and that's where the emotional connection takes place or totally disappears. It's as if the days of the week are less important because how we communicate, which is anytime, any place, is barely even there, but we make it there because it's so easy to just send a text or jump on Facebook and have some face-to-face time. Hey, it's Arroe. This is The Daily Mess, a chronological walk through an everyday world. I am a daily writer, the silent wolf. I watch and I observe everything because life is worth studying. I said it last week. You aren't living life unless you're understanding your life, taking the time to get to know you more than just showing up, being there. This is The Daily Mess. Staying visible inside an invisible universe. Impossible, right? Staying visible inside an invisible universe. Being present in a moment of now can be the only thing that we get for the entire day, because so much of what we do changes on the fly, only to hear, but we were going to do this. Yeah, right. Change of plans, new direction. Now, this is not a complaint, but rather an observation. No two business leaders are the same. Expectation consistently changes at the chime of the time clock. No wonder the blank stare has become the new pinup poster. It's all we've got when face-to-face with a, but you said. Trouble begins when the reply is, it wasn't me. Whoa, a brain stumble. Was it a dream? Did it happen in just a thought? Did it even happen at all? Why would we want to be visible inside an invisible universe? Nobody wants to be at the tip of the finger being pointed. Should we forget that we even had this conversation? Stay invisible inside an invisible universe. How often have you found yourself at a mall, a restaurant, or even at home? Things happen, somebody brings it up, and you're going, I was sitting right here. I didn't see anything. I didn't even hear it. You're right there in a world that is taking place, yet all of these invisible things are taking place. How do we deal with those moments when you are confronted by decision makers and other coworkers and even friends? They say, I didn't say that. I said this. But what you heard was totally different. That's one of the reasons why I carry a digital device with me where I can record messages on the spot. The reason being, it's not that I want to get somebody in trouble. I want to be able to say, but this is what you physically said because I've got it. This is how you did say it because I've got it. I don't want to put anybody on the spot. I just want to make sure that I am receiving it. I want to be visible inside this invisible universe because we are saying things, we are doing things, and then when we get to a different part of the plan, things have changed. And then we come back and say, it wasn't me. No, we're not going that direction because things have changed. And that in itself changes the emotional roller coaster. Get used to taking notes. If you need to, grab a digital device. I go to Spreaker. Spreaker has a recorder that you can put in your smartphone. And all you have to do is just say, can you please say that right here? I want to have a documentation of how you put yourself in the moment of now. Listen, this isn't being a snoop or somebody who doesn't believe in things that do or don't take place. It's making yourself available to keep the calm in order. Because when people do have those sudden changes, oh, we're going a different direction, that affects you emotionally. And the person that has made that change really doesn't care about how you're going to change yourself and what you're going to do when you get home or when you're going to sit in that car. Because they're at the helm, their rule is their rule. Get it on your recorder so that you have something that'll stand right there with you. I'm Arroe, and that's the Daily Mess.